Chapter 4.1 Quiet Night. The girl was asleep, and for a spell, Tobias remembered what the ship was like when he was alone. The silence was louder. The lights above buzzed like bees. Every footstep echoed down the metallic halls. The only life besides him was Alpha, snoozing away, snoring like a walrus. It was different then. Then came Red, and the sound would never end. She incessantly tapped her pen with every writer's block. She droned on with rambling theories on Celeste's disappearance. She screamed like every cold shower was a surprise when she knew damn well they had no hot water. She questioned every star. She questioned everything. Even when Tobias shut his eyes, he heard her squeaky door and her not-so-silent snooping. So, with Red asleep, the ship was finally quiet again. Except for the banging. Of all the ways the ship was quieter, Nika was not one of them. For the last hour, she slammed herself against the wall, vying for attention. Tobias refused to answer, but Nika's doggedness tested Tobias's patience. He closed his eyes in the cockpit, took a deep breath, and tried to relax. Yet, with every bang, his thin line of patience frayed. Bang! His seat shook. Bang! His cereal shifted. Bang! The can neared the edge. Bang! It fell, and stale cereal spewed across the floor. That's it. Tobias threw his hands up in rage and woke Alpha up. He stormed out of the cockpit to Nika's room. Alpha watched him go in a startled daze, sniffed the ground, ate the cereal, and spit back out the stale morsels. Tobias punched in the code to Nika's quarters, and the metal doors slid open. Nika was hogtied on the ground and her lips sealed with tape. Bruises welted her shoulders from her incessant attempts to brute force her way out. Tobias crouched to her level and ripped the tape off her mouth. Ow! The tape ripped her gold lipstick away and took skin with it. Come on, you've dealt with worse. Yeah, being this parched when I'm your guest. She paused for a moment. You got a drink? You serious? What'd you think this banging was for? I got you. Tobias went to the fridge in the common room and grabbed a beer can. He set it on the floor next to Nika's mouth. Want to do something about my hands? Can't really drink without them. Tobias pulled a straw from his pocket, put it in the drink, and pushed the can on the floor towards Nika's face. Gee, thanks. You're welcome. Might want to drink that fast. We're going to Claire soon. That cop? He ignored the question. You are screwing this chick, right, Toby? I should have left the tape on. Come on. I'm just making sure you screw her before she screws you. She's my parole officer, Nika. Didn't answer my question, Mr. Silver Fox. You're smart, Nika. You figure it out. Nika took a long sip of her drink and got in the mood to talk. So what? She pay you to take me in? Or is this part of the parole? A little bit of both. What do you need the cash for anyway? I hear you're rolling in it. He scoffed. Hardly. Besides, it ain't that sort of payment. You're not even getting paid? Toby, I expected better. He ignored her. Why are you living like this? In this rust bucket? You could be swimming in gold. Let's square it as we have different tastes. I got my reasons. You got yours. You best hold on. He got up and went back to the pilot's seat. I can't exactly hold on with my hands tied behind my... Tobias revved the engines. The rumble and thrust spilled Nika's drink all over her, sent her tumbling back, and she wallowed in a puddle of beer. A call came for Tobias. He answered it, and Claire came on screen. Tobias. Claire. Where am I dropping Nika off? Meet me at Ceres. Whoa. Tobias slowed his thrusters. Ceres? You expect me to show my face at the police ward? Away from the ward. Hard to be away when that whole asteroid's a star's outpost. There's an unmanned freighting depot. You can dock there and bring Nika to the drunken comet. You can't meet me here. You're not in a position to bargain. Claire ended the call, and the screen went black. From behind him, Tobias heard Nika's wheezly snickering. He turned and saw she crawled her way to him like an inchworm. Oh, how I love watching Terror Tobias be whipped. Tobias revved the engines again, shot the ship toward Ceres, and sent Nika rolling back down the hall until she banged against another metal wall.